Coinbase stock has been showing a lot of strength within a longer term bullish trend. The stock has printed four straight session of gains since Monday the 29th. Yeah, Monday the 29th up till yesterday the 2nd of October. Yeah. The extrapolation is saying that it may continue to do so up till Monday the 6th of October. And then after that, it may have a contraction. Then the uptrend may resume thereafter. Projections are saying 364.53, 376.83. The current price is 373.31 in this pre-market session of Friday, the 3rd of October. Yeah, okay. So yeah, price pressure momentums we have down here are saying that they're all in trend mode. 10 and 21 day moving averages are in trend mode. However, their derivatives are fractional. And we also have a negative second derivative on the 21 day moving average, indicating that even with four straight session of gains, the stock is facing an immense amount of selling pressure in the midst of all of that. And it could have done better. It could have done better. Yeah. I mean, after four trading sessions, it could have done better. And, one may argue that's coming from what I would say maybe the lows of the whole of the second half of this year. Yeah, it's coming from the lows of such from such lows. That's if you like, you can make that argument. So, but in any case, we can just have a look at the 4 hour chart. Okay, before we do that, we can have a look at the market grid. It might give us a trading range. Okay, the stock is trading right outside of its market grid. Okay, so we're not going to have a look at. It's not going to be of much use to us. We can have a look at the 4 hour chart. It should be trading within its range now. Yeah, it's trading within the range, and we have 382, 382.49, 382.49 intraday high 376.13. Okay, so that's a new high. Well, in the interim, it's based on the range we are dealing with. This is the highest, 382.49. Okay, so we here. Do we have any upper projections? 369.1. We don't really have any here. We don't have any here. 379.95. Yeah, not higher than 382.49. Okay, so let's get back and apply the price pressure momentum here on this 4 hour chart. Okay, here we have the extrapolation is saying that as things stand right now, it may contract the expansion. It may contract, yeah, the expansion that has some of what has happened up till the close of today's trading session. Then after that, by the pre-market session, by the pre-market session of Monday, it may begin to resume the uptrend. But ultimately, it's saying that it's going to be a contraction. Price pressure momentums here are also strongly bullish. We also have a negative second derivative on the 21 period moving average. So yeah, this is a further confirmation that the stock is facing an immense amount of challenge to as it progresses as it climbs up the charts. Yeah. So there are a lot of other things going on. Let's listen to what's going on.
Coinbase, COIN, is once again in the spotlight as the broader crypto market shows renewed strength, with Bitcoin's price action serving as the primary catalyst for sentiment. On the latest move, Coinbase shares rose 1.8% in tandem with Bitcoin's 2% climb to $118,711, a rally triggered by weaker U.S. job data that increased expectations of a Federal Reserve rate cut. Traders are closely monitoring technical setups with ongoing debates about potential gap fills, resistance levels, and breakout zones that could shape both Bitcoin and Coinbase's short-term trajectory. Community discussions also highlight unusual options activity around COIN, with some speculating that traders are positioning ahead of the company's next earnings release. The anticipation of a breakout in both Bitcoin and Coinbase has created heightened attention in trading circles, where sentiment is split between optimism over crypto's macro tailwinds and caution over Coinbase's competitive pressures. On the fundamental side, Coinbase has been pushing aggressively to diversify revenue beyond traditional spot trading. Its base platform processed 81 billion stablecoin transactions last month, totaling an impressive $1.5 trillion in volume. The exchange now supports 12 local currency stablecoins, including those tied to the Indonesian rupiah and Turkish lira, underscoring its ambition to build a truly global payments and settlement layer. This growth highlights Coinbase's ability to position itself as more than just a crypto trading venue, instead, moving toward becoming a critical piece of digital finance infrastructure. Still, challenges remain. Coinbase's most recent Q2 earnings showed a decline in spot trading volumes and revenue, reflecting broader industry headwinds. To address this, the company announced that it would add decentralized exchange trading to its platform, giving users more options and helping it capture value migrating to decentralized protocols. This strategic shift is seen as both defensive and opportunistic, as Coinbase seeks to maintain relevance in a market where decentralization is gaining momentum. When stacked against competitors like Robinhood, which has been steadily increasing its crypto exposure, Coinbase's positioning remains under scrutiny. Supporters point to its global reach, regulatory licenses, and infrastructure plays as reasons for long term confidence. Skeptics, however, caution that valuation may already reflect much of the optimism, particularly if earnings don't meet expectations or if regulatory pressures resurface. In the near term, much of Coinbase's fate remains tethered to Bitcoin's ability to sustain its rally. With macro catalysts like potential Fed rate cuts, rising institutional adoption of crypto, and Coinbase's own innovations, investors are closely watching whether COIN can break out to new highs or whether volatility will once again dominate the stock.
Okay, yeah. So that's what's going on around the stock. Yeah. Okay, we're looking at the order books to see what's going on. Some aggression going on there. Let's see whether we have ambitious projections or ambitious targets on the stock. No, not really. Maybe when the market opens, they may show up. But in the interim, nothing. It's not so active at the moment. Not that active at the moment. Let's see. We could also try and see whether we had this intraday high 376 printed in the post market session of yesterday. We may have the algos here may have printed something. Remember, we have already seen 382 already. So we're looking. This is 376, 375, 375, 373, 371, 372.18. Okay, let's have a look at the 2 minute chart. 377, okay. 376, yeah. 374.82. They're looking scarce. They're not, algos are not keen on calculating big projections, it seems. 377, 377, we've seen 377, 372, not here. Let's have a look at the 5 minute chart. 373, 371, 370, yeah, 381. For some reason, I just felt I was going to see that here, 381.47, but it's actually just okay, close to 382. So 381.47. It seems this 5 minute chart is the go-to chart to see Ambitious projections, 381.47. Yeah, this is before it actually printed it. It was actually projecting I was going to do so, and indeed, yeah. Okay, so have a look and see what you make of Coinbase stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.